Hello, and here I am in this pillar room with Abigail's nephews, their initials, for part 15 of Goetia, our adventure through Blackwood Manor and a little bit beyond, and all the mysteries that I've been attempting to solve. Even if I have had to seek help for probably a lot of the latter part of the game, especially in finding these objects, because these puzzles, these enigmas have been very tricky indeed. But I do have the ones for Edward, the ones for Robert, but not for Gabriel and Alexander. So for each of these, it won't let me actually look at them now. There were two objects, so binoculars for Robert, a train for Edward, and some objects for these guys, which I think I found half of. So I found a photo album that was missing a photo that I think would be for Gabriel as a photographer, and then a bow for a violin bow for Alexander, because he is a musician, but I could not find the violin. But I think it should be revealed, I guess, in the next puzzles that I need to solve. So actually, I couldn't. So even though I've had to seek help for these final puzzles, even seeing the solution, they still don't make a whole lot of sense to me, some of them. And actually one of them was the one for the bow, Alexander's bow, which was found up in the stairway. In this one? Yeah, so it's in this tube here, where I had to do different turns on it. Turn left, turn right. And so I did that last time, but I wasn't sure it wasn't clear to me how exactly I should have, or how anyone should find that solution. But I read a little bit more carefully about it, so I thought I would share. Basically, if you remember, there was a note found in the bathroom near Alexandra's room, and the note read this: "Robert, I have no time for such games. Give it back to me." So give it back to me. What does he want? I mean, he's a musician. So this note, so the clue with this is, so for these letters, so in the classroom, in fact, that's still not quite clear to me how I was supposed to make that connection, but in the classroom, there is that portal, and you go through to the other room, and on the clock it's the number 7, which I think also comes up for another puzzle. So for the number 7, and apparently with these letters, if you move forward in the alphabet, right, is it forward or backwards? I think it's forward. You can get different letters, and this is what is known apparently as the Caesar Cipher. So I did find a Caesar Cipher translator online, where I fed this into to read what the actual full clue was. So with the Caesar Cipher deciphered, this would say in the big staircase, 2 right, 4 left, and 3 right. And so that would have led us to Alexander's bow. So there we go. But I've already got that. Oh wait. No, maybe it wasn't 7. On the mirror, what I wouldn't give to have a reflection again. Actually, it looks more like Wait, is that the clue? That looks more like Roman numerals that say 6. Maybe it was 6. I don't know. It was something. It was the Caesar Cipher. Some of these latter puzzles are really hard to make the connection. I don't know if that's just me, but yeah, the bow is here. I can possess it, but it doesn't do anything. As in, it doesn't take me back down to the pillar room. So I think I need to find Alexander's main object. And I think to do that, I'm going to take this little tunnel, because why not? Oh yeah, that was our purple beams. So to do that, I have to solve the puzzle of Haborym. Yeah, there we go, in this curiosity room. So we got the pendant and the pieces here. Yeah, the pieces are at the back of the book. Oh, they're not there anymore. Oh, is that because have they remained here? Okay, so all the pieces are just hanging around here, I guess, just floating in space. So which ones do we use? So again, the clue for this, and I didn't get any hints of looking in the classroom or the schoolroom, which I think is there, other than I guess it's kind of close. Yeah, here it is. And so in the classroom, so these wall lamps have a peculiar shape and seem rather out of place. So apparently what I'm supposed to glean from that is they say H. It's like 2 H's or an H. I just wouldn't have made that association, to be honest, that is an H. And so that is meant to give me the hint of a candle, because these wall lamps are like candles, right? So hold that thought. I'm meant to think of the candle. Then through this portal again, we have the number 7. Oh, it is connected to the mirror, isn't it? Here. So that was hinting at the thing of the Gabriel's. Was it Gabriel? No, not Gabriel's. The cipher for Alexander's bow. Yeah, that sort of makes sense if you recognise the mirror. But again, I don't think I would have ever made that connection. But anyway, we've got 7 here. And I think, so I've actually totally forgotten what the riddle was of Haborym. Can you talk to him again? Or her, actually, I should say, because it looks more like her. Because she gives a bit of a riddle. Can I speak again? Oh, on the first step to knowledge, where studies find the light. Okay, so yeah, where studies, yeah, first step to knowledge, you find the light. So yeah, I guess that is a clue to the schoolroom, the lights on the wall with the H, so like a candle, I guess. And then where statues find refuge. So that is supposed to lead me to the statue room. The creepy statue room, which is over here somewhere. Down here, maybe? Oh no, it's, where is it? I think it's over, I think it's here, isn't it? If I do a quick shifty over here. So down here, is this it? Yes. So there we go. So we've got statues find refuge. So they're under these arches. So again, hold the thought of the 7 So the 7 on the clock in that portal, through the portal. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those curtains moving a bit. Oh yeah, they are. 6, and so there's 7. Oh, and I just realised the perspective slightly changes. And on the 7th one, we have a crucifix, a cross. So we've got a candle from the schoolroom, the candle. Though if you think about it, though, if you counted 6, you could say the cross is in the 6th thing, depending on which way you're looking. But never mind. So yeah, I would have found the candles in the schoolroom that look like H's for Haborym. That is, you know, the lights that look like candles, flames, and then we've got a cross. So then going all the way back up to this room. It's all the way up here, isn't it? To the curiosity room. It always creeps me out. I always think there's someone standing there without a head. It's very unnerving. In fact, that's very reminiscent of the Haunting of Hill House, I think it was. Or was it Bly Manor, where they'd have sort of ghosts just standing around behind. But anyway, so back with this. If I then think of a candle, so I've got this that looks like a candle, and the best way for it to fit is kind of there. Oh, it kind of slots itself in. And then something that is sort of like a cross. Oh, so yeah, I think the archways, so I've got the archways where there were the statues, and then I kind of got to make, oh, there it is, a cross. And this should be Haborym's symbol. And there we go. Easy as that. Though, of course, not easy at all. Oh, it's really creepy, that mask. Is this your opposite sigil? Thank you. Oh, has she been freed? Maybe. God almighty, a human face. Is it stuffed too? That would be... No, that's impossible. Okay. So... so that's it. I can go up. So yeah, that is quite the enigma. Aha. Oh, look at this. This is a kind of another creepy attic with a person up there. There's a few things to look at. This furniture is mine. A few old relics. Ah. Someone played the harp. This old harp must have been in the attic for even longer, judging by the thick layer of dust covering it. What is that? It's always tempting to try a switch. Oh, let's hold off on that for a minute. And the lights are aimed so that they light up on the trunk. The setup makes me feel ill at ease. Okay. Let's try the switch then. Or should I? Goodness, this violin is breathtaking. I'm sure Alexander must have crafted it. I can feel his passion and his anger. So now I can possess this. Do I try the switch first, or... If I can take it out of this room, there's no point possessing it. Ah. Oh, is that what the switch is for? What's that noise? It's coming from the room below. Ah. Oh, so there's no way... But there looks like a trapdoor there. Just right here. What is going on below? Oh, something's happening. Oh, Haborym is still there. Suddenly, changed here. Something. What? I heard a noise coming from this room. Did I make something change here? 3, just like us. 3 objects moved. Find them. Oh, is it like spot the difference? So I think the skull... The alcove has opened with the skull hidden inside. Nothing surprises me anymore. What else has moved? That's in the same place. This maybe is different. Nothing happened. Those probably weren't the right object. Oh, I have to get the right ones. Ah. So tapestry is the same, I think. The skull is different. I feel like this, and this one. No. Oh. How can I remember what it looked like? So these were the same, I'm quite sure. So maybe this one? Oh, I suppose you have to... But if it's changed, you can't compare it to anything. I suppose it would only work if, like me, you've recorded it. Should I take a look back at my screenshots? I suppose I could. Any clue? Any clue? Gotta... Oh, that's just freaking out. It's definitely the skull. Maybe I can get a clue by looking. Okay. Butterfly. Maybe this is different. No, the elephant was there before. This egg is huge. Yeah, no, the egg was definitely there before. So maybe one of these. Musket and a bullbird, no. Corals. Yeah, so it's the skull is the only new thing. What about if I leave and come back? Does anything change? No. Again, I have no clue, I think. What can I do to figure this out? So the skull. Definitely the skull. If I... So... Yeah, this is, again, a little bit of... I don't know, there's something... feels a bit unfair about some of the puzzles. Maybe I'm just getting a bit puzzle burnt out, puzzle weary, perhaps. But some of these just feel a little bit too difficult. So let me... So I've just pulled up a screenshot from before whatever it was that changed. And yes, so the skull. So yeah, a bit of spot the difference. It's kind of a shame the game doesn't let you see what it was previously. This is tricky even just with the two images. So I've got the skull, that's definitely different. And the pictures are the same. The books, whatever this is here, the butterflies, they're all the same. The coral, also the same. Nothing is different, apart from the skull. Right, so... and a crack. Am I meant to look just in this room or in other rooms? Let's see what she says. Oh, so there's more. There's more here. Oh, what is this? Oh, Forest Gardens. Oh, I didn't read this before. The toys filled with tangible personality. This is madness. Edward lives within this toy in one way or another, and the toy's incomplete. Is that why I have this strange feeling when I touch it and why I can't communicate with me? I'll need to gather together Annie's 4 children in the room in the basement that seems to be devoted to them. Then I might be able to get to the bottom of this. Okie dokie. So yeah, so it is about bringing them all together. Okay, the device in the library led me to the bathroom where I found a pair of binoculars hidden behind a tile. Either one of the children has a particular sense of humour, Robert springs to mind, or Annie really wanted to hide them. I don't know why, but I suspect the latter might be the case. I can feel Robert's attachment for these binoculars, but also a sense of insecurity and worry. I'll take them to the basement. Okay, can't go any further. Oh, so there was something completed there. Oh, the incomplete train. The toy found in the greenhouse is missing a wheel, and this seems to affect the being that it is bound to. If I can't find the train's missing wheel, maybe Edward will be at peace. Oh, if I can find. It shouldn't be too far from his room. The train is now complete to return to its rightful place. I no longer feel the same restlessness around the object, and I feel relieved as well. So is that what Annie was doing, turning her children into objects? Everything in its place. I see both lenses and the strap, but I still have the distinct impression that this pair of binoculars is incomplete. To calm Robert, I must find the missing part. Maybe exploring his bedroom will help. The binoculars are in their case now. They emanate with a sweet warmth, as if Robert were soothed. A bow inside a metal tube? How peculiar. There should be a violin to go with it, but I don't see any signs of one here. Yeah, okay. Lost memories. I found a beautiful photograph album, and I'm overjoyed to come so close to the story that escaped me so far, that of Annie and her children. Gabriel is still a child in the pictures, and Annie still looks anxious. The last picture of the album is missing. I wish I could find it. Yes, so I need to find that. So Alexander, yeah, and Gabriel. What is this saying, not completed? Oh, this is going up, isn't it? Up the tower, which is up here. There's something up here. So yes, I found a skull. Do I need to find something else? Is there something in Annie's room that's different? No. Appear to be. I think it must be something in this room. Hmm. So what? Oh yeah, so looking at my screenshot from before. Yeah, this is different. That's tricky though. I mean, it's hard enough just comparing it with the previous image, but just doing it from memory is nigh on impossible. Also because it's subtle. The skull, no. If there was some more like this, but the butterfly, it's not even moved, it's rotated. So yeah, that is different. And this draw. Okay, maybe that's a little bit more obvious, but still. My God. These are tough, these later game puzzles. There it is. The trapdoor opens. Okay. So now I should be able to get the violin. Alexander, I moved and touched to make your acquaintance, even though we cannot speak. Yeah, so all the children have been infused into objects. Nostalgia and solitude, rejection and anger. You saw echoes in this violin, Alexander. I can feel the nuances more keenly. This bow could free the imprisoned notes. So I've automatically got the bow now because I found it before, right? So why would she do this? Why would Annie turn her children into objects? What was the purpose of that? To keep them so that they live forever? Something like that? Yeah. Okay, so I left the bow here, so it's definitely gone. So now I need to get Seth to go. So Seth must be taking me probably to the photograph, Gabriel's photograph. And it seems to help Seth jump up onto the blanket, I need, there it is. Yeah, so if you remember, I opened this secret compartment with the safe with this screwdriver. And apparently the hint was that I need the screwdriver to unlock the cabinet drawer. And yeah, basically I popped the screwdriver in here and then sent it up to the attic. I guess just keep going up. Where is, I think the top bit is it here? No, up here. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, so then I get the screwdriver, which I guess is kind of fun. I just so wouldn't have worked this out, that I need the screwdriver to unlock. I feel like she could have made more of a hint. Yeah, so it's up here, isn't it? There we go. So on this cabinet. Such a shame I never used my talent as a locksmith. There could have been some sort of hint like, oh, if only I had a useful tool. Like a I mean, maybe not say like a screwdriver, but to say, oh, I need a tool to open this. Anyway, luckily some very smart people on the internet have figured it out to help me. Yeah, and that opens that. So then the cat, Seth, can get on his blanket. Oh, I missed your parents so much. I just wish I could stay here forever and listen to it. But it also gives me the courage I needed, and I must press on. Oh, I guess the screwdriver's gone. So why is the cat suddenly there? That's weird. Is that a glitch? What, that's really odd. That must be a glitch. The cat is just sort of morphed from his blanket to just being sort of stuck on the wall. Oh, are these the photographs? No, I can't get this. So, do I do something with this? No. But now I can go up, I think. Yes, I can. Oh, it's kind of dark up here. I'm cold. Ah, the cat's coming. Cool. Save me, cats. Kind of sliding along there. Is the cat going to help me go further up? Kitty, what do you want? Tell me. Don't be shy. Ah. Ugliness, fear. I'm so cold. Dirty, very dirty. Read here now alone. No, not alone. Ah, okay. Blackwood, Blackwood, a manor and a family, always together, always united. Many claim to be attached to their land, but how many clans can truly say their land literally flows through their veins, to be part of its walls, to watch until death over the cradle that gives us birth? This project is a sweet and bitter madness that only Mother could create. Without her vision, her curiosity, her acute analysis, I would never have been part of such an adventure. But my faith in her is unconditional, and working with her fills me with pride. Despite the haunting fear that overcomes me sometimes, when I gaze at the abyss that we open together, and through which we're about to jump with delight. Did we do what was best for everyone? I'm sure of it. Even though I became more anxious with every breath I take, even if my human weaknesses are sometimes more prevalent than my courage, my loyalty and my gratitude are unfailing. Blackwood will collapse. Blackwood is already a tomb, but Blackwood shall live on. Okay. I feel it necessary to write these words even if I'll be the only one to read them. The world is thundering. What's that saying? Burning and collapsing around us, and it doesn't deserve to know our story, our ambition, or our efforts. If civilization still persists after this, it will be weak and sad, like the remnants of bad wine at the bottom of a dull glass. Now time neither flies nor is it short. Mother, throughout your entire work you always demonstrated dignity and the righteousness. Words fail to express my gratitude and your nobility. Father, you are a shadow through which we freed the light. May you be proud of us. Edward, Robert, joyful prodigies, forgive us for having fooled you in order to save you. Wait for us. Alexander, my dear brother, I admired and cursed your resistance and your determination in this struggle, the outcome of which was already decided. My last thought is for you, Abigail, my aunt. Out of a pleasant memory, Mother drew her strength, her will, and her courage. I wish I could know you, here or anywhere else. So yeah. So why turn the children into objects? I do not understand this. What is the point of this? Is that Annie? Annie, a keyhole, and a staircase. Okay. Dirty, very dirty. So, got the picture and that. Can I look up here? Never is forbidden. Never, you hear me? So, what am I to do here? I need Seth. Kitty, what do you want? Tell me, don't be shy. So there's nothing I can do, right? Never is forbidden, never, you hear me. So, yes, I've read that. Oh, do I? Oh, I can interact. Oh, I can click on these, can't I? So how? Oh, okay, so there's the image. It's a keyhole. Okay, so how do these images relate to the text? So I've got attached, vision, analysis, curiosity, pride, weaknesses, gratitude, righteousness, nobility, gratitude, ambition. So I think I've got ambition twice. No? No. So it's keyhole, the lady standing there, and the stairways going to the moon. So the keyhole would be, and connected to the cat, curiosity. And so the woman standing there, vision? No, vision would be like an eye. I suppose the first one could, no, the keyhole. Weakness? No. Gratitude? Nobility? Maybe. And then the staircase going up to the moon would not be weakness, or really gratitude, or really pride. But going up would be ambition. That does nothing. So maybe not nobility, but the woman standing there, righteousness? There it is. Aha! Is it some kind of mantra? Repeating these 3 words in my head helps me see more clearly. Thank you, Seth. Good old Seth. Curiosity. The curiosity of the cat is helping us. We're going up. You coming with us? I think that's it. So I guess I can go up now. What is up here? Oh. Finally, I can breathe a bit more easily. Seth, are you still here? Seth? No. I don't think Seth is here anymore. We have a telescope. And this is the final, the final attic room. The final tower. So, what do we have on here? Is that all we can interact with? I really like this wooden globe. Some books. Astronomy, astrology, optics. And that's it. Can't interact with anything else. other than this photograph. Here's Annie with a young boy and a man I don't know. Her husband? My brother-in-law? Yeah, there's been little mention of the husband, actually. Because there was Anton. I can feel a presence approaching. Gabriel must have adopted this object. Ah, okay. So I can possess it. Yeah, there's been little mention of the actual father. It wasn't Anton, was it? It was someone else. Maybe... Did he die? So I can possess this. And I got the photo album. Dear Gabriel, scientific and rational on the outside, but so sentimental otherwise. We only become complete with all our memories and actions. A thing to remember, I suppose. Okay. So, I feel like I should move the Mary statue. Put her over here. Oh, fallen over. So I've got all the objects. So what now? What do I do? Have I finished the game? A must stand for Alexander, E for Edward, G for Gabriel, R for Robert. Am I done? So nothing is happening. Do I go back up to Annie's room or something? Just keep going up? Or do I go back up to the attic? I mean, that seemed to be one of the final places. I think Annie's room seems like makes the most sense. Maybe that final attic that I went to. If not, I don't know. This box? Is that anything? No. Yeah, because where is Annie? The only thing I can think is to look up here. Anything? This light is aimed so that they only light up the trunk, yeah. So nothing... Nothing there. This furniture is mine, a few old relics. Oh, well, actually, one thing I haven't looked at is the diary. So cold and death won't come. I really want to escape, but I have to go on. Why? Gabriel was not inside the tower, not in the flesh at least. I'm almost certain that I can feel his presence inside this picture, which shows his younger self with a man who must be his father, Annie's husband, I suppose. But once again I can feel the absence of something missing, and also a lot of anger. It's practically rising out of the picture. Maybe if I place it on the bright pillars of the basement, it will recede. Okay, this violin is extraordinary. I can hear a soul's plaintive song inside of it. So much sorrow. It must be Alexander. Only he and Gabriel knew of Annie's plans, and he was the only one who opposed them. Since you rebelled, you have the privilege of getting your own demonic jailer, I see. It's time to join your brothers and gather all the objects in the basement. And this one, The instrument is now complete, and now Alexander can finally play the last notes of his lament, though it won't truly put him at rest. So that is it. I've literally done everything, but the game doesn't want to end. Do I go back up to this tower? Is it only once I've completed everything and then I return here? This felt like a kind of... Oh, that was creepy. Oh, because that was the screwdriver I dropped earlier. How weird. That's it's like a ghost. Seth? Can I meet him again? What is going on? No, there's nothing, is there? So what exactly am I supposed to do? Do I go back to the grave? Oh! I totally missed that. Yes, of course, the light portal. That makes a lot of sense. Okay, let's go. Answers to all my questions are near. I can feel it if I dive into this basement. I will not be able to go back. Well, let's do it then. I'm ready. I had dozens of questions, but all I found were mysteries, 4 souls, 4 objects, and no trace of my close family. I want to find answers, some kind of meaning to all this. I hope my search is close to its end. I feel so tired. We've got a few things to look at here. These boxes remind me of something. I can't open them, but I do remember a few things they contained. The last notebooks, the most dear letters, and a few memories of better times, before the sirens and the planes. The sirens? I can almost hear them. Got a tree? Branch after branch, a summoned tree, the tree of Thoras, sawn piece by piece and burnt in the fireplace. How do I know this? How do I know this? These candles in the chapel. Yes, Anton must have donated them. Yeah, how does she know this? Is she Annie? Is Abigail Annie? Or something? Am I... maybe I'm not Abigail, I'm Annie. I don't know. The Abbey too. This photograph calls to me. Oh. What is going on? Oh. Look at that. An angel of some sort. To have gone so far, to feel so close, every detail of this place, of this face, speaks to me, as if its every feature had been carefully chosen. So can I go somewhere? Where do I go? Oh, I go down. Oh. Mother, may you find rest in this place. Wherever I go now, I will never forget what you've done for us, for the things we have seen together. Your devoted son, Gabriel. Another picture. where are we going to go? Okay, what is this? Grotesque influences and Romans, just like in history books. Father used to say that Blackwood had been built on ancient foundations, but this, I'm deep below the estate's grounds. These paintings are wonderful and soothing. Oh, is this Annie? Might be. Abigail's diary, page upon page of our childhood memories written with solemn care. Abigail. A massive, magnificent tombstone. Gabriel chose it. He chose it for me. And this body, am I Annie? Is that what? Young lady, or madame, should I say? I see you've managed to find the answers to your questions all on your own. I must admit, I hadn't had this much fun for a long time. So much wandering, always wandering. Now, do you finally understand? Enough. Shut up, bird of ill omen. You're driving me mad. You might be right. Come now, rejoice. You have succeeded, and this body here, pah, a distant memory. You have triumphed over death, Annie. Yes, I'm keenly aware, but I don't see my sons. Where are my sons, Malthus? I dare say I liked you better as Abigail, madam. You were nicer then. Well, I suppose your temper is part of your charm. What would you give me in exchange for that answer? You know everything already, Malthus. You've always known, always been there in the manor's walls to spy on me, my every move. I would not insult you by tendering secrets you already know. Oh, the resignation. I can almost see you bowing down before me. Ah, now this is pleasant. I like your answer. You've succeeded, Annie. Your sons are safe. They abide on both sides of the vale, and seem rather happy with their lot when I happened to visit. I even think I saw Gabriel give a faint smile the last time, and yet I fear that there is a slight problem concerning you. What's more, I should have joined them. Yes, you should have. But you are presumptuous. Truly your greatest shortcoming. You thought about Abigail so much during your research, and when you died, you put so much of yourself into Blackwood Manor that you went astray during the last ritual. You're no peaceful soul, Annie. You'll never be able to reach them. Of course, Alexander knew. I should have listened to him and gone on with my research. But we were so sure. Mankind was not made for this, Annie. Mankind is here for one purpose only, and your selfish demands for eternity are beyond your reach. But you said I succeeded, Malthus. My sons are forever happy and safe. You cannot deny that. Oh, Annie, you are wrong. You bound your sons to objects that will one day crumble to dust. Do you think their souls can survive disintegration? You thought so, but you never knew for certain. How long do you think Blackwood Manor will keep people at bay? It is the embodiment of their fears, yes, but what does fear incite? Revenge? Retaliation? They will demolish its walls, scatter its contents, burn what's left. You spent so much time studying us, Annie, that you forgot to consider mankind. You forgot your kind, your place. Farewell, Annie. I cannot keep you company any longer. Other souls in search of answers await, and I must confess, I'm simply itching to see if any of them suffer from a madness that exceeds your own. My sons will live forever, Malthus. Forever, no matter what you say. I will never give up. Never, you hear me? Never, you bird of ill omen. Ooh. Malphus? Malphus, come back! Come back! I can do much more. I can go beyond my research. Carry it on. Exceed your expectations. Malphus! Malphus! Oh no. So that is that. So Annie was thinking so much about Abigail and she put so much of herself into the manor that she kind of lost herself and thought she was Abigail. That does make sense with how she was talking at times. She seemed more grown up. And yeah, make her sons live forever but just stuck in objects. That's pretty depressing. Yeah, that was quite a dark ending, really. Amy Graves, that's appropriate, I suppose. There's a Toby there, Toby Palm. So there we go. That was Goetia. Fantastic, really fantastic. Very enjoyable game with really beautiful artwork and just a great style and just played very well actually. And just, yeah, very polished. I think the only thing is the enigmas were maybe just that little bit too obscure towards the end there. Just a little bit too much. I mean, perhaps I was being impatient, wanting to continue this series, this playthrough, and bring it to a conclusion, but some of the earlier ones I could sort of make the logical steps and figure it out, but the later ones, I think without help from online, I just never would have got them. I suppose, I don't know how much, I don't know how much I had to complete. I mean, I kind of did it all. If I'd missed anything, I don't know if that would have changed things. I suppose that would give a certain amount of replay, but I mean, the puzzles were cool for sure, but maybe just a little bit too tough towards the end there. Especially that spot the difference one, that was really tough. And yeah, so yeah, Goetia, very spooky haunted house game with and the twist. I really enjoyed that twist. I only started to see it coming just in that final bit when she was saying, oh, how do I know about the bombings and things, but I think that was deliberate as a little bit of a hint there to sort of plant the seed in the mind before revealing the final twist. And so yeah, poor Annie didn't really get any peace. I guess she's just stuck to wander Blackwood Manor, and her children remain as objects on those pillars. Yeah, but a very good game. Highly recommend it. Really enjoyable and just something kind of different, really. It felt pretty cool because essentially it was quite point and clicky. Worked perfectly with the controller on Switch. And actually I think when you're playing portable mode you can use the touch screen, which is pretty cool. But yeah, played very well, and just being as the ghost character, just really as a little orb, it's just a bit different and worked very well for the type of puzzling I was doing. So yeah, I'm very glad I tried this one out, and not knowing really much about it other than seeing the artwork, and it looking interesting. It has really surprised me. And just, yeah, the look of it, I really enjoyed the whole look of it all the way through. And there was just a nice lot of variety to the environments and the areas. And it didn't feel like I was sort of overstaying in certain areas too much. And it didn't feel like, I mean, there was a certain amount of backtracking, but it didn't feel like there was so much. But yeah, there we go. That was Goetia. Thank you for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed this series, this playthrough, and I hope you'll come join me for the next game that I decide to play. Take care and see you very soon, I hope. Farewell for now.